This tale unfolded 36 years ago, when a youthful and accomplished businesswoman from Switzerland fell into love with an African warrior and decided to live with him in his wild jungle. But did you know their love story couldn't have a happy ending? If not, wouldn't you just love to have some insights into this crazy love tale? 36 years ago, Corinne Hofmann came to Kenya for a vacation and fell in love with the Samburu warrior. Driven by love, she made the difficult decision to forsake everything, including leaving her fiancé, opting instead to reside with the African warrior in a modest hut amidst the uncultivated wilderness. Unfortunately, despite welcoming a lovely daughter into this world, their romantic tale ended sadly. Why couldn't they be together? And what does their 35-year-old daughter look like today? To put an end to your curiosity about their love tale, stay stuck to the corner till the end of this video because we're going to highlight some behind the scenes of their love tale. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon to stay tuned for all the exciting updates. Let's get into the video. Corinne Hofmann was an ordinary European girl. She grew up in Switzerland and led a prosperous life. At 21, Corinne opened her clothing store. She became a successful businesswoman and had everything one could dream of. The girl was lovely, wealthy, and had great prospects. Corinne dated Marco for almost 2 years. He was a guy from her social circle, the same handsome and wealthy person. They could get married and be happy. Such a life seemed so boring to the girl. She dreamed of travel and adventure. In 1986, the couple went on vacation to Kenya. At that time, Corinne was 26 years old. It was a great time. They enjoyed their vacation and learned a lot about Kenyan culture. One day, they accidentally met warriors from the Samburu tribe. Among them was a warrior named Katinga. He was the tallest, strongest, and most handsome. Corinne thought a lot about him and soon fell in love. Seemed kind of crazy. What could they have in common? They were people from different worlds. She is a wealthy girl who is used to comfort. The girl decided to break up with her boyfriend and sell her store in Switzerland. She sought out Katinga and fessed her feelings for him. The Africans could not resist the beautiful foreigner, and they both even spent the night together. But he could not even think that this girl could become his wife. She seemed too strange and incomprehensible to him. In addition, he did not know who her parents were, and in Africa this is of great importance. But Corinne was able to charm his family and convince him to marry. They officially became husband and wife and celebrated the ceremony according to the rules of the Samburu people. Since then, Corinne Hofmann has settled with the tribe in the wild jungles of Kenya. She had to abandon all the benefits of civilization. Together with her husband, she lived in a small hut made of dung. There was no sewerage, running water, or electricity. She had to go to the toilet in the wild jungle far from the village and wash herself with a bucket. There was a lack of proper food and medicine. She learned to live as a Samburu woman, fetching wood and water. The girls suffered from diseases, mainly malaria, and luckily survived. But love was above all. Corinne was ready to endure any difficulties for the sake of her beloved man. However, domestic inconveniences were not the most terrible. From the first days after marriage, the couple began to have disagreements. Though Katinga was jealous of his wife and made scandals even if she smiled at other men. They did not understand each other because they grew up in different cultures. The African warrior is used to the fact that the man is the head of the family. Therefore, it annoyed him when Corinne opened her small shop in the village to sell basic goods and managed everything there herself. Despite everything, they lived together for 4 years. In this marriage, they had a daughter. With each passing day, Corinne found it increasingly difficult to put up with life in the African tribe. She learned that the Samburu practiced female circumcision, a brutal procedure in which little girls' genitals were cut off. In all developed countries, this barbaric practice is strictly prohibited. Katinga believed their daughter should also undergo this ceremony, but Corinne was categorically against it. Also, according to the rules of their tribe, she had to give her daughter to her husband's mother as a servant. Katinga could marry several times to have many children, but Corinne absolutely couldn't put up with it too. Katinga increasingly gave her scandals because of jealousy, possibly a side effect of his addiction to the herbs. Once he even stated that their daughter was from another man. It was increasingly difficult for a woman to put up with such a life. She was exhausted by constant accusations. Therefore, one day she decided to leave the tribe with her daughter. Corinne returned to Switzerland and began to lead a former life. In 1998, she wrote her autobiography, The White Messiah, where she spoke about her life in the tribe. The book became a bestseller and was translated into 30 languages. Since its first publication, over 4 million copies have been sold all around the world. The autobiography was also made into a film of the same name, which was also a great success. The woman wrote several more books and became very popular and wealthy. Today, Corinne Hofmann is 63 years old, and her daughter Napieri is 35 years old. The girl is so beautiful. Very little is known about her life. We only know that she grew up in Switzerland, studied at college, and only visited her father's tribe when she was over 20 years old. Corinne allowed her daughter to go on a trip and see her father only after the age of majority, as she was afraid that her father might not let her go back. Despite past grievances, everyone was happy to see each other again. All these years, Corinne helped financially ex-husband and his entire family. However, she could not return to him as she realized they were too different to be together. That's a wrap. So this was all about how a girl from a different nation struggled to live in a wild jungle. Because of their cultural differences, they couldn't make it happen till the end. Anyhow, let us know your thoughts on this love tale and the life afterward in the comments section. Also, before you leave, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.